Hello my makeup loving friends, it is I have returned. I never really go anywhere. I'm always in this room playing with makeup for my entertainment. And as is usually the case, I have no self-control, and I buy a lot of indie brands, a lot of high-end brands. But part of why I do that is I will take on that financial burden. I know, I'm so good. So I can review these things to see if it's worth you investing your hard-earned cash in. So today I have the Natasha Denona Love palette, which looks like this. And I also have the Natasha Denona Love Glow Face and Cheek palette, which looks like this, if the camera will look at it properly. There we go. So I have created this look using these two palettes, but this video is a 3 looks with 1 palette, using both of these palettes, and of course a review, because I wanted to do something very kind of stringent, I suppose is the word. I don't know, words are hard, because these are expensive. Like these cost a lot, and I don't want you guys putting your hard-earned cash towards something that isn't necessarily worth it. So we'll look first at the Love palette. This is what it looks like, and we'll do some swatches. I have already dug in quite a bit. FYI, a lot of fallout. So we'll go in for the first 4 shades. There is First, Lifetime, Heartbeat and Transparent. So I'm going to do a quick swatch of those. So this is First, which doesn't really show up on my skin because I'm so pale. Lifetime, oh that's pretty. Heartbeat, Transparent, which is quite transparent. But that would be a beautiful highlighter, in fairness. It's quite pretty. So I'm already thinking of that. Next few shades includes Trust, Heart, Giving and Pure Love. So let's have a little go at what those look like. So Trust, pigment isn't good, and you'll see later. Heart. Again, I'm not here to make these swatches look good. I want to give you an accurate idea of what these things look like. Giving, that is a fairly decent one, and Pure Love, that's pretty. Metallics seem quite nice. We're still on the 2nd row, but we're going on to the 3rd one. Commitment. We have Blind, Soul and Passion. So let's have a little look. Commitment isn't a true black, it has a little bit of purple in it. So that's Commitment. Blind, that's very nice. Soul, the mattes don't perform great. And Passion. So we're on to our very last few shadows on this. Excuse me and my gross fingers. And we're going into Intense, Valentine and Dream. So let's have a little look. Intense, which isn't very intense. Valentine and Dream. Yeah, definitely a much better purple than that one. That one was very bad. But this is the total colour story. That's what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like when I do a wipe test. So the reason why I do a wipe test is just to see staining and longevity. So if it stains, it gives you an idea that actually they're probably going to stay on the eyeball or eyelid pretty well through the day. So let's have a little look. I mean, most of them wipe off, but you can see at least that purple, that has decent longevity. The purple that was up here, can't see it at all. Like there is at least some staining, so it gives you an idea that the longevity is at least there. So if you paired that with an eye primer, if you know you're a good person, I'm not, I don't really do eye primers, I'm not fancy enough, it might work pretty well. Next thing, oh god, my makeup test is absolutely destroyed. I need to be a better human being and take care of my things. I probably won't. So the next thing is the Love Glow palette. So there's like directions that come on the box as to how to use this, which is good, and I talk about that in the video. So we have the Glow Cream base that's quite transparent. We have the Super Glow, we have the Glow Impact powder, and we have the Diamond powder. So I'm gonna swatch each of these, put them on my arm, so you have an idea of what these look like. Okay, so this is the, excuse me now, my arm is still a little bit wet, I want to dry it. Yeah, this is the Glow Cream base. You can see there's a little bit of a pinky shift to it, it's quite nice. This is the Super Glow, which, I mean, that is definitely there. This is the Diamond powder. Look at that, that's nice. And we have the Glow Impact powder. So that's all four of those together. Very nice, very pigmented. They seem to actually suit my skin tone pretty well. I don't know how they could suit somebody with a darker skin tone, which is often the issue I find in face palettes and stuff like this, that they're not wildly inclusive. They will only look at one section of society, which is not something I'm that keen on personally. But if you want to see how I did this particular look and want to see the next two looks plus a review, please keep on watching. I will be your friend forever. Okay, I have primed my eyelids with concealer because I'm not fancy enough to have an eye primer. That's where we are with life. I have the Natasha Denona Love palette here. Of course, we've seen it already, but let's have another little look-see again. I, as per usual, have absolutely no idea what it is that I'm going to do today. This is very much me figuring it out as I go along. I have a Morphe M573 brush. Excuse me, my hair is everywhere. And, oh god, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to go into the shade Intense, which is quite a cute little pinky colour. So this is the first look out of 3, so we'll see how this goes. Oh lordy. And I'm just going to pat it in here. The point of doing a 3 looks 1 palette is I really want to kind of see the versatility of the palette and get as many of the shades and use as many of them as possible so that I can more accurately tell you if this is worth your money. So let's face it, this is an expensive palette. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but to me it's expensive, you know? It's not like something that you just kind of run off and get on a whim, unless you're me. But I do these things so I can make a video on it, and also because I have problems, but let's not talk about that. It seems to blend out pretty well. I don't see any patchiness. Pigmentation looks decent. Is it amazing? No. But probably should be amazing for this price, so keep that in mind. I think 60 something pounds, something like that. And then if you're getting it via Natasha Denona, I think it's $65. Then you have to pay, you know, like obviously shipping, but also like taxes, etc. So far, so good. Nobody has fallen apart or cried yet. Trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to use next. Lord on the nose, Lord on the nose. I'm going to use this Jessup 231 Luxe Petite Crease. Although it's like PETIT, so I suppose I shouldn't pronounce it as petite. Only petite if there's an E at the end of it. I don't know. French is hard. I'm going to go into the shade Trust. So I want to try a purple because purples are notoriously difficult to formulate. So let's see how this goes. I want to put it on the inner and the outer corner. I mean, so far the pigment is looking good. Do we agree on that? Well, no, we'll see. It looks like it's a decent pigment. Now it does look like it's not sticking that well there, which may be either the brush or the shadow. Can't really tell. Could also be my weird eyelids. It's a lot. It's kind of a little bit patchy, which, let's be real, I'm not happy about. Spend this much on it, it needs to like glide on. I need it to just like be a thing. So I'm probably like being extra critical of these things, but that's because they do cost so much. So I do think you should be a bit more critical. If you think I'm being too harsh, that's why. So I know a lot of you work very hard for your money. We all work very hard for money, and I want to make sure that you're not spending it on something that doesn't deserve to be spent on. Yeah, pigment doesn't show up there quite as much as it could. I'm going to go in with another brush a little bit just to see if there's anything else I can do. To get the pigment that I want it to have. Very, I don't know. I'm not, you know me, I have no poker face. It's not there. I'm going to use my Jessup 221 Luxe Soft Crease, and I want to go into the shade Intense again, which is that pink. And I want to pop that on top again. Just kind of smoosh it first. And then blend the two together a little bit more. Yeah, that looks a bit nicer. I think I can make this work. I hope. The purple though definitely is a bit patchy. It's not the best purple I've come across. I think I'm also going to use this and go into that shade Trust again, that same purple, just to see if I can kind of get it a bit more here. Yes, ideally I should have like rubbed off the shade Intense first, but let's not speak of my minor indiscretions. Yeah, it's still quite patchy. Not happy. It's kind of short of me. Kind of. lot more work than it really, in my opinion, it should have. I'm just going to quickly put on like concealer, etc. I'll be back in a little bit, just because that's boring for you guys to watch, and we'll do a halo eye. Okay guys, I am back. I put on the concealer. I think I am also, because I want to use something glittery here, I think I'm going to put on a little bit of glitter glue, just to give everything the best possible chance. I'm very nervous because it hasn't performed exactly the way I would have liked. So I'm using my Too Faced glitter glue. I find that to be one of the best. And I'm just using a Real Techniques brush, which is, honest God, one of the best little brushes that I have. I love it so much. I wish they sold these individually, because I would buy about 1,000 of them. Maybe not 1,000, but like at least 3 of them, because they're great and I use them so much. There we go. I'm just going to do one eye at a time, because, well, why not? I'm just going to wipe that brush off, because I'm going to use it again to actually put the shade on. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Giving, which is this shade here. There we go. It's quite a pinky, peachy colour. So I'm using the same brush again to pop that on. Oh, that's nice. It's this one, the duochrome. Does it look amazing? No. Did my looks ever look amazing? Not really. I will save it. I'll bring it back from the brink. Sorry, I went completely off camera. What am I doing? Who knows? I think I need to get a bit more pigment on there, so I'm going to use another kind of like flat sort of a brush if I can find one. There we go. It's my Jessup 237 Detail Shader. I'm going to go into that same shade again. I think it's called Intense, which isn't anywhere near as intense as I need it to be. There we go. Let's see if I can pop that down. I'm going with my finger. Okay, it applies better with the finger. Trial and error. Oh, that's not the worst. It's not the best either, but it is what it is. Sorry, keep going off camera. I'm going to use my finger here, because screw it. Yeah, it definitely works better with the finger. Definitely. Okay, what do I want to do now? I want to get a small blendy brush. Again, very technical terms. Do I have a small blendy brush there? Not in the Jessups. No, I definitely have a small Sigma one. Look at you. You're so lovely and small. It's, I think it's the E36, yeah, the E36 blending. So I'm actually going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Trust onto that little blendy brush and pop it along the edges. And then I'm going to blend. Hopefully soften it a bit more. Notice the use of the word hopefully. A lot of fallout. a good amount of fallout. Glitter everywhere. Just FYI. It's not a great halo eye, is it? Didn't work out in the way that I wanted it to, but you look. It is what it is. I am taking my taper blending brush, my E40 with Sigma, and I'm going to go into the shade Trust, which is a purple again, but I also want to go into the shade Commitment, which is black, which, that's interesting. Why do they think that commitment is black? As a psychologist, I'm wondering. Do they see commitment as a negative thing? What's happening? Are you okay, Natasha? Are you okay? Who hurt you? A bit deeper, a little bit more. Not very pigmented black, is it? I feel like I could get a similar look using the ABH Jackie Eyeliner palette. Just FYI, if you have that. Maybe a decent dupe for this. Okay, I have my Melt Transition brush, which again, I think that's how I pronounce it. I'm taking it completely dry, and what I want to do is just kind of swish around here at the top of the creases, just to kind of make that a bit more gentle. I am using this Juvia's Place brush, but there's no indication as to what it is, but it should be good for under the eyes, and I'm going into the shade Soul, and I just want to put that just directly under the eyes. Oh, I think that's brush to do this with. But oh god, there's glitter everywhere. The fallout. Can you see the fallout? It's so bad. Come on, Natasha, get it together. Okay, I think that's as good as that is going to get. I'm going to do a little bit more of the face. I'm going to come back so we can use the face palette together, but I will see you guys in a little bit. I've put on my brows, and I have done a little bit of cream contour and foundation, but I wanted to use this face palette. I have absolutely no idea how to use it. I'm very confused, but sure, screw it, let's go for it. They even have like a little thing of information of how to use, because they know that they're gonna have somebody like me. Packaging, really freaking cute. I mean, look at that. 8-year-old me is delighted. Okay, so they have 4 shades in it all together. Come on, camera. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so the first shade here is called the Glow Cream Base, and apparently you have to apply that on high points of cheeks with a finger, makeup sponge, or a highlighting brush. I can do that. I think I could do that. The second one is the Super Glow, which is this one, and they say follow that, so follow the Glow Cream Base with Super Glow to achieve a radiant gloss-like finish to the skin using a highlighting brush. Okay, I have that. And then they say the Glow Impact Powder, that's this one here. Apply the Glow Impact Powder for a high shine evening glam using a highlighting brush or a finger. And then for this is the Diamond Powder. For a crystalline sparkling glow, apply the Diamond Powder using your fingertip. Okay, so I guess, I mean, that's a bit of information there, isn't it? Better keep that box or I'll forget. So I'm going to go into the Glow Cream Base, this one here, and I'm going to do it the tongue. I'm going to use my finger. It's very Vaseline-y. That's the correct term, isn't it? I don't know. I'm going to take glasses off. You can hardly see the indentations of where my glasses are, but there you go. So I'm going to pat that on. Whoa. Sliding everywhere because that's who I am. Nice colour. Well, also put down concealer, just FYI, in case you're like, what's going on? Who knows? Who knows? And high point, kind of do my nose. That's how we do things. Okay, then it said that I can use the Super Glow with either a finger or a brush, but in for a penny, in for a pound, might as well use the finger. So I'm going to go into that, and I'm going to put that on top. Oh, it's way more powdery. Okay, so I can see how you could use a brush with that. Sorry, it takes me a little bit to try and figure these things out. Let's see. Am I going to look a bit much? Probably. Oh, that is nice. I like that. Okay, I'll see you. I'm okay with this. You may exist. You may be on my face. Oh, it's nice. It's like a glowy blush. I'm now going to take a highlighting brush. So I have my Sigma highlighting brush. It is the FO3 High Cheekbone. And I'm going to go into the shade Glow Impact Powder, which is just there. Cece is behind me, silently watching. Because, you know, she's a cat and that's what they do. Don't worry, I still have more makeup stuff to do. This isn't the end. Not completely. Still have to bronze. Well, it's nice. It's a subtle glow. It's definitely not like a bam highlight. Sometimes you need something a bit more subtle. And I'm just like, shove it all over my face. Everywhere. All over. Everywhere. It's nice. Is it worth the money? Don't know. Don't know. I have to use it a few more times just to see what I think. I'm gonna be so bougie. Going for coffee. I love the idea that other people are probably like, I'm gonna be there in hoodies and then it's me. And I'll be like, oh! Full face of makeup. I now want to use this shade, which is the Diamond Powder. It said you can apply with your fingertip, and I'm like, ooh, can I? Ooh! Excited. Ooh, that's nice. Hello, you are my friend. Oh, I like it. Sorry. That was a very, like, weird sound. There you go. I come with my own weird little soundtrack. Oh, I like this. I feel very like delicate, like porcelain or something with this. I think it looks nice against the skin. I'm going to finish off the very rest of my face and then we can look at it all together in like 2 or 3 minutes. I just did a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of face powder and put on a liquid lip. I used the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Jet Setter. It's quite a romantic looking one. It reminds me an awful lot of the Dose of Colours Ladies First. Similar sort of a tone. This is what the whole face looks like together. So you can kind of see the cheeks and there's sort of an impact there. I'll zoom you into the eyes now so you can have a little look there. The fringe is never doing what it needs to do, such is life. Okay, these are the eyeballs, or the eyelids, depending upon your philosophical leanings in life. My eyebrows are weird, let's ignore those. I don't have Amanda's skills. Amanda is a sexy sausage. It's a whole thing. But I will take off my glasses now so you can see. Is it the best halo eye? Lord no, I really did struggle quite a bit with this, but in the end it came out, in my opinion, quite nicely. Is it as nice as it could be considering it's such an expensive palette? I don't know. You can kind of see as well the little bit of glow on the skin. Is it very wabam? Not really. It's very much like a romantic glow. I'm going to be using that in the next 2 videos as well, just to kind of get more of a feel of it. But that was our first look using both the Love palette, which is the eyeshadows, and the Love Cheek Glow palette, which, I mean, look at that. An 8-year-old's dream. So pretty. So if you want to see the next 2 looks and see my overall review of these 2 palettes, then do please keep on watching. We are on to our second look using the Natasha Denona Love palette and also using the Natasha Denona Love Glow Face and Cheek palette. So this is the look that I have done all together. Look at that nice little highlight. Not nice. It's glowy. You have to call it a glow, a love glow. If you want to see how I made this look, it's very, very simple. Then keep on watching for the next part of the video. Day 2, Captain's Log. Eyelids primed. That's as nerdy as I'm getting today, she said as she's getting ready to do a Viva. We'll see. Anyways, I have my Jessup 228 Luxe Crease Brush. I'm going in with that to the shade. God, this is already looking like it's been battered and used. It really hasn't. I'm going into the shade Valentine. Excuse my gross nails. You know the drill. I'm minimal maintenance. Pretty lazy. Pretty lazy. I did, however, wash all of my brushes. So, you know, feel honoured. I did that for you, not for me. There we go. Sorry. I never set the camera up properly. They're not wildly pigmented, which is a bit of a pity considering how expensive it is. But the colour story is nice, so there is that. I'm like, you shouldn't pay so much for just a nice colour story if it isn't 100% working. Yeah, that looks okay. And now for eye number 2. Just wandering off camera. Alright, so far I am taking my Vera Moda colour switch and I'm just putting the brush through it, because apparently I can't remember words today. Hooray, that's clearly going to go so well. I am using the exact same brush again because I'm lazy, and I'm going into the shade Heartbeat, which just makes me think of that, you know, Robin song. And it hurts with every heartbeat. And then my video gets taken down for copyright. So it's all in there. colour into it as I can. Certain amount of feathering that may just be made on my weird eyelids. I'm like, my eyelids are only 29. They can't be that bad already. Oh wow, this might be giving me complexes. I think the next thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of glitter glue just to essentially help the metallics, etc. work a little bit better. I know it's very extra using this, but like, you know, just feel like it may not work otherwise. I don't know. Probably one lid at a time. And I'm taking a Jessup Luxe Smoky Shader brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Passion, which is that one there. Like I said, I've already put the glitter glue down, so let's see how this one goes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I feel a bit better about my life choices now. I think that's nice. Minimum effort. I like that one. Hooray. That is a nice shade. Like, ooh. That has pleased me. Yes, you may continue to live, thank you. I am taking this Juvia's Place brush, it's an unnamed one, and I'm going into shade Lifetime, which I also think would be a really nice like highlighter. And I want to put that into the inner corner because it's quite a dark look so far. We'll see how it applies on top of that. Oh, it's nice because there's like flecks of green in it. That's fine. I'm almost finished. This has been nice and minimal effort for me, which pleases me. I am taking my tapered blending brush, my E40 from my Sigma, and I'm going into two different shades because that is who I am today. I'm going into the shades Heart, which is a red, and the shade Commitment, which is a sort of a blacky purple. So we'll see how this goes. You know my love of swishing two colours together and hoping that it works. This could all go horribly wrong. I like that. That's, yeah, okay. sounds good, because you know me, I want to like these things. I need to find another brush here somewhere. She said that she has like 4 tubs of brushes. Like, I mean, it's slightly frightening. Like, I have a lot, but yet, you know, I kind of low-key want more. I don't have a problem. It's fine. Everything's under control. I have a Juvia's Place brush here, and I'm going to go into the shade Soul, which is that shade there, and I'm just going to put it under the lash line. You know, to kind of just tie things together. Because I never feel it's done on this. There's something under the lash line. Not on a colourful look anyway. If it's a neutral look, then I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. I'm very like, meh, whatever, I'm getting on with my life, I'm done. Which is why I don't do neutral looks that often. They just don't bring me that much joy. But sometimes, you know, the situation calls for it, so it's fine. And some people live for a nude, you know, to each their own. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I am going to use the Love Glow palette as well, off camera, because you've seen me use it already. I'll literally be doing the exact same thing. So I will see you guys back in a little bit. I'm back. I've put on the rest of my makeup. I again have used the Love Glow palette. I'm really liking the general finish that seems to give, but I will zoom you in on the eyes now so you can kind of have an idea of how that looks. So this is the overall eye look. It's pretty simple. I didn't do anything wild or innovative. I haven't changed the makeup game at all, but I think it looks nice. So that was the second of the eyeshadow looks that I have used or done with the Love palette. I think I had a little bit more success this time round, so I have one more look to go. So if you want to keep watching, please do, and then I have my review. We are now on to the third look using the Natasha Denona Love palette. Oh, there it is, and of course, as per usual, well, not as per usual, but I am using my Love Glow palette as well on the face. So if you want to see how I created this particular eye look, I don't detail the face because let's face it, it's the same as the first part of the video. There's no point in repeating myself. Then do please keep on watching. After that, I also have a review of what I think of these two palettes. Hello and welcome back to my face, or at least my eyes. I'll put back the fringe because it's doing weird things right now. FYI, my eyelids are being weird and textured. I assume it's that whole, you know, death comes to us all thing. The aging process, it's not being kind to me at the moment. I mean, look at that. Awful. Anyways, I have a Juvia's Place eyeshadow brush. It's part of the set. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to go into the shade Heart, which is quite a red. We'll see how that goes. Because the mattes so far have been underwhelming. I have put concealer on, so just FYI, I'm just packing it on first. The pigment isn't fantastic. I mean, it's not really coming up. I don't know if you can kind of perceive that, or it looks patchy as hell. Like, I meant to film on this 2 days ago, and because I had booked some days off and I came down to Mayo. I'm in a different place, obviously. This is not my regular makeup room, but I put it off, and I think that in itself is a sign that I'm not enjoying using this palette. I'm a bit annoyed with it, because I didn't bring any other palettes with me, although some stuff arrived. But I was like, no, you have to finish filming on this before you do the rest. General behavioural psychology, you know, first, then. Any of my students will know what it is I'm talking about. Good old pre-Mac principle. Yeah, Saw's a bit of a nerd. You can kind of see it's quite patchy, and it's not delivering the colour payoff that you would expect with a palette that is as expensive as this. Now, bearing in mind, I am a makeup lover, not a makeup artist. Maybe there's a specific trick for this, but my general ethos is if a makeup lover can't use it, then it's not really suitable to be out on the market. You shouldn't have to have tips and tricks to make something work. It should work, you know? Kind of starting to get the pigment there, but I'm really having to build it up, as I'm sure you can see, which doesn't exactly make me that happy. You know, I'm not a big fan of having to build something up that much. I mean, I can't even build myself up that much. Why would I spend so much time on an eyeshadow trying to make them do the job that they're meant to do? I'm so sassy today. I'm sorry. I've been very lazy and just watching loads of YouTube videos over the last while and watching people do awesome lives and just getting so much inspiration from them. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, I kind of got the colour payoff there that I was looking for. Took a while. I'm trying to be a bit more positive about it because I've spent a lot of money on this. I want to like it. I don't want to be an angry whatever it is that I am. I'm using the exact same brush again. I've put it through the Vero Moto colour switch and I'm going into the shade Valentine. I mean, if you didn't know it was a Valentine's themed eyeshadow palette, you'd know by now. I mean, the names are very like unsubtle. And I'm just putting that on top and just swishy. And then all the technical terms. Which is funny because it's totally dampening down the red now, but I don't know what it is I'm doing. Tell me what to do. I'll probably put more red on in like 2 seconds. I just want to kind of soften the edges a little bit. Who knows what it is I'm doing? You guys know because you've already seen the intro to this. I am going into the same shade Heart again, which is the red, with the same brush because I'm lazy. Let's be real. That's just how I am. And I'm just swishing back and forth because I'm lazy. Okay, I'm happy enough with that so far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go cut my crease. I'm going to do that off camera because it takes me forever and I'm not very good at it. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, I've done the cut crease. It doesn't look that bad. I want to... Who knows what it is that I want. I am going to use a glitter glue just because I don't trust this palette. I have such terrible trust issues. I'm going to use quite possibly one of my ride or die brushes for this sort of thing. It's a Real Techniques brush. I want more of these. Like, it's not even have like a stock of these. They're brilliant. I love them. It came in like a pack, but I don't really want the rest of the brushes that come with the pack. I just want several of these, please. Thank you. I am going to do one eye at a time. I've probably taken on too much glitter glue, but look. Whatevs, and I'm going to smoosh it, I believe is the correct term. Just popping it in weird places. I'm going to put the glitter glue there. Don't even know if I put it in the correct place, who knows. I just want to put it around the line. I'm going to do one eye at a time, just, you know, I'm terrified of doing cut creases, so that's why I'm doing more of them. Because I'm like, do what frightens you, Teresa. You're a psychologist. You need to extinguish this fear response. So, that's apparently what I'm doing. I'm going into the shade Blind, which seems very appropriate given the fact that I can never see what it is that I'm doing. So it feels a little bit on the nose, like they're personally attacking me. But there you go. I am of course still using the same brush because I am lazy. And I'm just going to pat it. So I'm thinking of doing a double cut crease. So really tempting fate here. quite possibly, you know. It all go horribly wrong. Historians will look back and be like, no, Teresa. Well, quite frankly, I love the idea that there will be an historian like 200 or 300 years from now just looking at YouTube videos kind of going, and then they were all about the cut creases, because you know in 200 or 300 years they're going to be looking at like YouTube videos and be like, this was something that they did at the time. That is, if we're still around as a species, but let's not go into that conversation. Maybe the cats have taken over, in which case all hail the cat overlords. I want to remind you that I took care of your predecessors. I was nice. I mean, I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to do glitter glue on the other eye. And I will do the cut crease, the double cut crease off camera, because I'm too self-conscious, she said as she puts all of this onto the internet. Well, you know, I'm not meant to make sense. I'm meant to be I don't know what it is I'm meant to be. Not broken? Probably. I really think Real Techniques should come out with just this brush. With just this brush. I will buy them. I will buy a chunk of them. You know, because I have problems. I'm just cleaning this off with like a wet wipe because I'm gross. Going into the same shade again, i.e. Blind. Now it is like I'm going into a blind, so it works on so many levels. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to do my cut crease off camera. Another cut crease, because, well, I've never done one. So let's be extra, and I'll see you back in like 2 seconds. And it doesn't look as disastrous as it could have. Because Lord knows. Oh, it could have looked pretty bad. I'm again using this brush because it is life. I am doing one eye at a time. I'm going to put some glitter glue onto this one because frankly, again, I have trust issues and I kind of want this to look nice because, you know, it's going on the internet. It needs to at least be semi-okay. I am in two minds as to which shadow I want to use. I either want to use Pure Love or Passion. I'm thinking I'm going to go for Passion, which is this one because I think it makes more sense because I've done a red. So apparently that's where I'm going with this. Deal with it. So I'm going to stamp it on in. This could all go horribly wrong, horribly wrong, horribly wrong. But will you still be my friends when it all goes horribly wrong? Please say you will. Or I'll cry. And I mean, granted, this is probably the time to cry, and I don't have mascara on, so... the best does it, this particular shade. I may have chosen one wisely. Sure, that's standard for me, isn't it? Maybe it's like cursed for, like, you know, you can only use this palette if you are actually in love or in a relationship. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that too lightly because, you know, Cece's around and she's really angry and she's like, you do love me and we are in a committed relationship. Let's be real, that does not apply very well. Like, that's not great. I'm going to take some sort of a brush, a flat shady brush. You're here somewhere. There we go. I have the Jessup 237 Detail Shader, and I'm going to use that to see will I be more successful with that. Who knows? Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, better, feeling better now. Okay, life isn't so awful. We're doing okay. All is not lost. Although I shouldn't have to do this much of an effort to make this be a thing. Stop trying to make fetch a thing. It'll never happen. This palette will never happen. My god. Ugh. Sorry. So like, Tracy, you're letting your true colours show as to what you think of this palette. Don't even have to watch the review. No, do watch the review. Because otherwise it affects my stats. All about the watch time, etc. And I love stats. I do. I teach stats. Because I'm a nerd. Right, that looks a smidgen better. I still have a lot to do with this. My god. Why was I so, I don't know, ambitious? Like, my expectations versus my actual skills. Not meeting in this particular thing. Doesn't allow me to flourish. I'm already starting to crease. Because my eyes are old. I may need an eye lift. Would anyone like to sponsor me to get one? It'd be like a really weird troper campaign. For €2 a day, you can make sure that Teresa doesn't look like a shriveled potato that's been in the microwave. What do you think? I think it'll be successful. I mean, Lent is coming up. So if you want to squirrel away some money so I don't look like a decrepit old hag, feel free to send it my way. I'll probably spend it on makeup, but you know, I should actually. I've been looking into like getting Botox because, you know, I can plant potatoes in here for like the winter to keep us fed, but I'm kind of like, that probably isn't a great idea. Shouldn't be planting potatoes in the forehead, Teresa. It's my own fault because I have such an expressive face. Like, I have no poker face. I got something recently where there was a very drunken group of young people next to us, and I'm old and decrepit and I'm not able for that sort of thing, and I'm very socially anxious. And one of the girls I was with, Alkia, was like, oh my god, I'm loving your face right now because you are not hiding how freaked out you are at the moment. And I'm like, yes, because they're unpredictable and they're clearly on drugs, and I don't know how to handle this particular situation. I'm too old for that. It made me very anxious. It just did. So I'm going in with my flat definer, the 237 by Jessup, and trying to press on a bit more. But really, it doesn't apply very well, does it? I am smooshing into this palette like it is a complete mess now. God, just trying to get that to show up is very difficult. Right. And that's with the glitter glue. Can you imagine if I hadn't used the glitter glue? My lord. Okay, go on in with the finger and be gross. Wouldn't be that help. That's also going to be less detailed, but needs must. Oh god. It's annoying because it has the potential to be a really nice shade. It's just, it's not working. Like how my mobile didn't work. It worked for 3 weeks and then I was like, no, don't want to do this anymore. It's not fun. I have no self-control. And then I convince myself I can buy something because I'm like, I'll put it on my channel. It's like, Teresa, you're such a small channel. Nobody cares. Oh well, there you go. That is life. I'm going to do something else here, but I'm also very sad and feeling a bit defeated because apparently that's my life now. It's probably, no, that's too big. What? That's what she said. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Do you know? Please tell me what I'm doing with my life. No. I am going to go into 2 shades here. I am using, by the way, the Jessup 231 Luxe Petite Crease. And I'm going into Heartbeat and Commitment. So Heartbeat is this one, and Commitment is that one. So I'm going to smoosh the 2 together. You know how I like doing. Putting them into an arranged marriage, etc., etc. I'm just going to put it here at the very bottom. Nothing very wild. Have you learned anything today? Probably not. Not from me anyway. Sure, look, I'm here. It's enthusiastic. That's what you're getting from me. A lot of enthusiasm. Also, I'm whingy today. Whingy as hell. Don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to go into the shade Valentine. Again, using the same brush. I've swished it through the Via Ramona, so that totes counts as being clean. I convinced somebody to get a Via Ramona. You know who you are, Elena. You know who you are. And she's like, I don't end up using it. I keep washing my brushes. And I'm like, you're such a creature of habit. In fairness, I love her anyway. It's fine. I still allow her into my, even if she wants to use it first. Okay, I don't think it's an awful look. Like, it doesn't look awful, but it looks so much better. Again, can you imagine if somebody had skills? I think even if they had skills, they couldn't really make this work that well. So, there's that. Right, okay, that is that. I am going to finish the rest of my face. I might put a bit of glitter liner on. I don't know. We'll see. You'll already know because you've seen the intro. But I will see you guys back in a little bit. Again, I'm going to be using the face palette as well. But I'm going to be doing that off camera because there's no point in me repeating what I did in my first look. So see you guys in a little bit. I'm back. I did the rest of the makeup. Spoiler alert, I did use glitter eyeliner, but as per usual, sorry, my hair is everywhere. As per usual, I have no control over where it goes. I'm like a man on a first date. I get overexcited and then it just ends up everywhere. It's terrible, but also it's glitter, so you know, it could be worse. I will zoom you in now so you can see the eyes. I've obviously used the face palette as well, but let's have a look at the eyes. Okay, this is what the eyes look like together. I have one eye that is more hooded than the other, and it's weird. My eyes are weird, let's just agree on that. But I'll take off the glasses, you can see a bit better. I also need to clean my glasses, even though I just cleaned them yesterday, but there you go. I think it doesn't look bad, all things considered, and by that I mean my skills and the actual quality of the palette. Okay, so I have now used both the Love palette, so that's the eyeshadow palette, and the Love Glow palette. I'm going to start off first by talking about the Love palette. This is currently retailing on Cult Beauty for £60. So just FYI, that's obviously what it looks like. We've talked about it a lot. What did I actually think? The mattes were super patchy. The shimmers were but I really had to use a glitter glue to get it to really work. The colour story, let's be real, is very nice. I do like that, but I think there are other palettes out there that give a similar-ish colour story. Like I think if you looked at the ABH Jackie Aina palette, you get something similar. For £60, I cannot recommend it. No, it doesn't perform well enough. If you got this for £30, then I'd be like, okay, it's alright. But not for 60, not for 50, not for 40, maybe for 30. Do not recommend this. In terms of marks out of 10, I would give it maybe a 4.5. I liked the colour story. I could kind of get it to work, but I think as you can see in the video, I did struggle with it far more than I should have for 60 frigging pounds. And you know me, I don't want to be angry at makeup. I want to like what I've bought. It's all very difficult, but at least, you know, I'm making these purchasing decisions so you don't have to. That's what I tell myself anyways. In terms of the Love Glow palette, look at that. That's cute. The packaging is adorable. I definitely much preferred this. Oh god, reflection. it worked really, really well for my skin tone. Now, for reference, I'm deathly pale. I am as close to Casper as you can physically get while still being alive. I take the shade Alabaster in Hourglass. I am 0.5 in Urban Decay Naked Skin. So to give you a general idea of how pale I actually am. I loved this. I thought it worked really well. However, it's worth £51. Do I think that it is worth £51? No, I don't. I don't. The formulas, this one in particular, is quite unusual. You can get that with a Colourpop Super Shock cheek shadow or cheek flush or blush or whatever you want to call them, and I think that Ofra still wins out in terms of the highlights. This is very reminiscent of a shade by Colourpop, so I'm like, I liked that. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I liked the way it performed on me. It's not going to suit a lot of skin tones because, you know, such is life. The colour story is really nice. It worked really well, but I think it's overpriced for what it actually is. Like, it doesn't give me the kapow glow that I'd be looking for, but I think it's very nice and the packaging is really cute. So out of 10, about a 7. That's what I reckon. But that is it. Those are my general thoughts on the Love palette and the Love Glow palette. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. Apparently I'm Swedish now, or German, who knows, I don't know. Soft J's, hard J's, who knows. Yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Feel free to share, because sharing is caring, except for when it comes to STDs, so please wear a condom, guys. Apparently that's my tagline now. Elena, that's for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.